Hi, this is Kevin with KGMGM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com and join for free today and start advertising for free. Two drops coming up on Vivi. The market's still closed, by the way. Still no 100% positive what happened. There's a lot of speculation going on. I'm just going to wait till it's over. I have nothing to report, and I'm pretty much going to do just what you guys do, get it from other YouTubers or people who are more closely in with the information. But this drop is Friday at 11, blind box, and it's the 5 covers, secret, rare, common, all that. And then on Saturday they have this drop. I'm shocked they're doing any drops at all right now because the market's been closed for a couple of days, going on 3 now. And like I said, until they open it back up and then let us know exactly what happened, if ever, uh, we'll get to the bottom of it. So it's going to be a very short video tonight, but I like to point things out that the way I look at things, I'm not a financial advisor. Listen to me at your own risk. This is for entertainment purposes only, but maybe it's something that can help you, or at least shine a light on it, and maybe you look at it in a different perspective. The reason this is Splinterlands, I belong to it. I make a video every day about it in the morning, and uh, what I want to talk about real quick is the burning and the renting over at Vivi. We're not positive how they're going to do it yet. We got ideals. You've seen a lot of videos on it, probably a lot of people talking about it, but they're actually over here doing it on Splinterlands and have been for quite a while, a couple years now, 2, 3 years. And so let's pretend, since they're already doing it, let's pretend that these are comics and not cards, okay? And they got us. These are the new reward cards. That's all I'm going to show you. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. The rewards cards. Let's pretend they're comics, and um, they have a system where here's the circulation, here's the number of people selling it. So just like Vivi, and what comics they are don't matter. What matters is the circulation and the number of people selling it. Okay. So when you buy this card, this is a gold. These are all gold cards, by the way. It's 64 cents. All right. And it takes on a, and these are all common reward cards. It takes 38 common reward cards, gold, to make a maxed out card. And so what that means is you got to acquire, buy whatever 38 of them. And these cards only come out of chest, but that's irrelevant. You need to get 38 cards to make a maxed out level. You do that by, say you buy 2, you would, there's a mechanism inside the game where you can combine them, which destroy those 2 cards, burn them, and then make a new card. And if you get 38 and max it out, that takes 38 cards out of circulation. Okay. And as you can see right now, these are the new reward cards. Okay. But again, we're pretending like they're comics. So every day this number gets lower and lower, but because they're still new, they're still being put out. So this number is going to maintain for a while. But in Vivi, that's not even the case, is it? So let's pretend like these are retired. So every day as people buy these cards and burn them and combine them, the circulation is going to get lower and lower and lower, which what? It's going to make it more valuable. So that's why I try to say to people about, everybody always thinks they need a lot of money to invest. And if they don't, if you can't get the biggest stuff, the most expensive stuff, it's not worth it, whatever. Here's an example where if you bought like a $5 or $10 comic on Vivi, that if they implement the burning system, you might wake up one day and there's only 100 left. So what is that all of a sudden going to do to that $10 investment you made or collect? Maybe it's a comic you really did want. It's all of a sudden very valuable because of the burning technique. And so they do 6 reward cards, and they just retired some. So these are all like a buck, and there's about 35,000 on average. So look what happened on the last group that they retired. They already 3 or 4x'd. Here's where they start. You can see the jump. And look what the circulation is down to, 6,000. Under 6,000. And that's only going to go lower. So all of a sudden, a card that, or a comic on VeVe that's not worth a lot while they're burning, is all of a sudden, you know, way more valuable, simply because the scarcity of it is materializing right before your eyes. So let's go. So they retired these before these right here. And so all of a sudden you're down to, well, that one's 3,000, but you're up to $8. And so if you get the point, it's that $10 investment. If you sit on it, if you hodl, look what's happening. All of a sudden it's $20. There's only 1,930 of these left. Look at this. Now there's only 1,804 left. That's the lowest one. And we'll just go to the bottom. That's the rarest, the most expensive one, but it might not be the rarest. This one's got 2,470. They want $74 for it on the floor price, and there's only 15 people willing to sell it out of those 2,470. Tomorrow it might be 2,350. And so that's why everybody's excited about the burn tool once they implement it. However that's going to work. This is what it's going to do for the market. There are things that are not now valuable and might never be without it, which will start getting more valuable every day simply because people are burning them. And what are people going to burn first? Most of the people are going to burn the cheap stuff. They just, that's pretty common sense. And so that's the burning. So why are you excited about the rental? This is all transparent. These are my actual numbers in my rentals. Okay. I'm getting 300 DEC a day, which is about $1 or $2. It's not great. It's not life-changing money, but that's all I'm doing is renting out cards that I'm not using, that I've got as an investment and are just going to sit there for the next 5 or 10 years or however long. I rent them out, and with that income, what do? I go back and I get 1 or 2 of these cards a day, and it's costing me nothing. So imagine when that's in VeVe. Yesterday in the AMA, they said, we're going to turn back on the utility for the DeLorean. To me, that proves one thing. That this is what I thought when I heard that. It's proven that they got a on-off switch for all the NFTs to have utility. And the proof is, if you were here early enough, when they first dropped the DeLorean, it had utility. All of a sudden, it didn't. All of a sudden, it's going to have it again. Now, I don't know why they did that. I'm not saying they did it to prove to us that there's an on and off utility button, but that's good news. That proves that it's possible, and that means if they can do it to the DeLorean, they can do it to all of them. So get excited about burning and get excited about renting, because renting is a way where you can have something and rent it out. And with the money it brings in, it might not be a lot, especially if you don't have a lot, but it will add up, that you can then take that and get even more stuff. And then, the big people who have a lot of rentals are making tons of rental money, and they can buy stuff all day long or withdraw it or whatever. So anyway, that's just something to think about. On some of my earlier videos, I talked about the Hail Mary. It was, I started to do a saying that you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money in this day and age with crypto NFTs. Uh, Getting it kind of, if you think about stocks and the penny stocks, yeah, you could put $25 on a penny stock, and theoretically, if you hit the right one, you could, you know, be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But it wasn't that common, and it was very hard to do. And it's the same thing in the crypto and the NFT market, but it happens. If you just saw the system I showed you, it's a lot more transparent because it's on the blockchain. Penny stocks were a racket. You're just throwing money away. But the worst you would lose on it if you put in $25 was $25. So I shouldn't even compare these to penny stocks because these actually are valuable. They're actually worth something. And so that 10 or $20 that if you're walking around thinking I can't invest because I don't have any money, I've got a wife and kids, I've got maybe 20 extra bucks a month that I could even invest in it, and it ain't going to do nothing. What's that going to do? Well, I just showed you how a simple $10, $20 investment in this game or VV or any system like this in the future, if you are willing to be patient and wait, a simple $20 investment could be worth who knows how much in 5 to 10 years, especially if you really picked a good $5 or $10 one, like a first appearance, first issue. That's talking about comics. First appearance on a collectible. Uh, it's all strategy. It's nothing that's right or wrong. It's only what you can do that you know you can do. And by spending just a little bit, where you can't get into trouble, because even if you woke up the next day and it's all gone, you $20, who cares? So that's the way I like to think. I think small, I know, but that's how most people are. It's things are very tight right now. They think they missed out on everything, so they don't even try. When that's absolutely the exact opposite. It's just starting, and you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money if you figure out to do it the way that I was showing earlier. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching.